afternoon and welcome to your Sunday concert series with me, Karen. Today we'll be hearing about Burt Bacharach, an American composer, songwriter, record producer, and pianist who has composed hundreds of pop songs from the late 1950s through the 1980s, many in collaboration with lyricist Hal David. He was born in 1928 in Kansas City, Missouri, and grew up in Crew Garden section of New York City. His mother was an amateur painter and songwriter who was responsible for making Bacharach learn piano during his childhood. Bacharach showed a keen interest in jazz as a teenager, disliking his classical piano lessons, and often used a fake ID to gain admission to 52nd Street nightclubs in New York City. He got to hear bebop musicians such as Dizzy Gillespie and Count Basie, whose style would later influence his songwriting. Bacharach studied music at Montreal's McGill University and at the Music Academy of the West in Montecito, California. During this period, he studied a range of music, including jazz harmony, which has since been important to songs which are generally considered pop music. Following his tour of duty in the United States Army, Bacharach spent the next 3 years as a pianist and conductor for popular singer Vic Damone. He later worked in similar capacity for various other singers, including Polly Bergen, Steve Lawrence. When he was unable to find better jobs, Bacharach worked at resorts in the Catskill Mountains in New York, where he accompanied singers such as Joel Grey. In 1956, at the age of 28, Bacharach's productivity increased when composer Peter Matz recommended him to Marlene Dietrich, who needed an arranger and conductor for her nightclub shows. He then became a part-time music director for Dietrich, the actress and singer who had been an international screen star in the 1930s. They toured worldwide often and until the early 1960s. When they were not touring, he wrote songs. As a result of his collaboration with Dietrich, he gained his first major recognition as a conductor and arranger. In 1957, Bacharach and lyricist Hal David met while at the Brill Building in New York City and began their writing partnership. They received a career breakthrough with their song, The Story of My Life, which was recorded by Marty Robbins, becoming a #1 hit on the U.S. country charts. Bacharach and David formed a partnership in 1963, and Bacharach's career received a boost when singer Jerry Butler asked to record Make It Easy on Yourself and wanted him to direct the recording sessions. It became the first time he managed the entire recording process for one of his own songs. In the early and mid-1960s, Bacharach wrote well over 100 songs with Hal David. Among them were songs recorded by singer Dionne Warwick. Such hits were Walk On By, Anyone Who Had a Heart, Alfie, I Say a Little Prayer, I'll Never Fall in Love, and Do You Know the Way to San Jose? A 6-time Grammy Award winner and 3-time Academy Award winner, Bacharach's songs have been recorded by more than 1,000 different artists. As of 2014, he had written 73 US and 52 UK top 40 hits. He is considered one of the most important composers of the 20th century popular music. Songs that he co-wrote, which have topped the Billboard Hot 100, include This Guy's in Love with You, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, They Long to Be Close to You, and That's What Friends Are For. He arranged, conducted, and produced much of his recorded output. Though his style is sometimes called easy listening, he has expressed apprehension regarding that label. His music is characterized by unusual chord progressions, influenced by his background in jazz harmony, and uncommon selections of instruments for small orchestras. Bacharach's selection of instruments include flugelhorns, bossa nova side sticks, breezy flutes, molto fortissimo strings, and cooing female voices. At 92, Bacharach has worked mostly under the radar since 2005, when he released his last album, The Politically Tinged at the Time. Now, as of On Cue, the songwriter has reemerged with Blue Umbrella, a 5-song collaboration recorded last June in Nashville with Grammy Award writer-producer Daniel Tashin. Today we'll be hearing What the World Needs Now is Love, a 1965 popular song with lyrics by Hal David and the music composed by Burt Bacharach. First recorded and made popular by Jackie DeShannon, it was released on April 15, 1965. It peaked at #7 in the U.S. Hot 100 in July of that year. Co-songwriter Bacharach revealed in his 2014 autobiography that this song had among the most difficult lyrics Hal David ever wrote, despite being deceptively simple as a pop hit. Once David worked out the verses, Bacharach said the song essentially wrote itself and they finished it in a day or two. The song's success caught the two songwriters completely by surprise, since they were aware of the controversy and disagreements among Americans about the Vietnam War, which was a subtext for David's lyrics. Bacharach has continuously used the song as the intro and finale for most of his live concert appearances well into the 2000s. Let's hear What the World Needs Now by Hal David and Burt Bacharach. Enjoy.